say Grovekeeper now. Grovekeeper is really fun to play. That's kind of tough in some way, but so that's pretty good. Okay, so the job as a Grovekeeper. Okay, so that's not the most played D-Tank because it's easier to counter, but actually you can be a little annoying with that. As you can see, there's the inner sharing, which I will call onion ring because it's funny. Here, slow you by 90%. That's huge. Okay, like I'm not even kidding, that's really huge. So your Q, break any shield active on all enemy hits. Okay, that's huge. Plus, you do damage. You pierce with the Q. That's not the job, but you can do a lot of things. With the Judy helmet, you can stun peoples. Like you got a cast, and you stun peoples around it. Okay, so you can stop anyone. Like you got like the mythical web, like the Discover Armor. You can slow the enemy by 35%, and you purge all move speed buffs as sword Q, it's sword stacks, sorry. Any boots, any by example, what's the name, like the soul side W, that's stop a lot of things, because that's good. Your job as a D-Tank, obviously, is to stop enemies, okay? Not just enemies who's just going through the bridge for no reason. People who will actually engage. You need to stop the engage, not random players. We don't give a shit, okay? So if you see the enemy counter, what you can do is, like, there's different things you can do, okay? If you got like big balls, okay, you can do D into F inside, okay? D will stun the peoples and F will dash inside, and like that you can TP, stun everyone, restun people, purge their boots, and tell them not to move by 90% slow. So that's a good thing to do. Like your guys, your shot caller, your Zerg playing counter engage, you show them how to do. So yes, you are all in cooldowns here, so don't do that if you don't have any other D-Tanks with you, but that's really huge. You're here to stop the peoples. By example, you can as well kite, okay? Kite is eat and run. You put that here, you're running southeast, take care they're engaging, you stop them by stunning them. You go back or they try to focus you. You put your Judy helmet to slow them. You continue southeast, they still continue. Big web, they focusing you, they engaging you. Nope, I don't want to. You still put the 90% split speed, and like you just continue to do that over and over, and like that's a good kite weapon as well. Okay, even if it's not the best, this is a good one. We are staying on the same exact weapon, but this is not a big wooden stick. This is actually the Great Hammer. There is two ways of playing the Great Hammer here. On the build I have here is actually kind of the same. Yeah, it's the same as this one. So instead of jumping in a big AoE stunning peoples, you're gonna dash here, bump people away, and stun them. And more players you touch, the cooldown will be reduced by 20%. Multiply by 2, it's 30%. So you can have your E who stun peoples for, let's say, 4 seconds, but I mean T4 no, T6 no spec. Oh, I do have some spec though. Yeah, let's say 4 seconds, you stun them every 12 seconds. So that's really huge. You can move, you got mobility, you can do like ED, that's not good because you stun 2 times, so try not to do that, but that's a way you can do things. No, I don't want to drill you, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not here to do that. You got the 90% slow, you got the shield breaker, you got the web as well. You can move, you can go wherever you want. You got high mobility, okay? That's really actually the same, just different step. Here we have the Bedrock. The Bedrock is mid support, mid D-Tank. It's kind of weird, but it's one of the best weapon to play. My my opinion, obviously. Okay, so what you're gonna do is like you're gonna play like that. You're gonna take you take Avalonian Omelette because you don't have really much spec on that one. If you got full spec as I supposed to do right now, why? I do. That's beautiful. You can play directly Omelette and have like enormous CD. And that's the best. Like here, without food, I do have 34, so 34 with food is like 30, it's 31. Okay, fuck it, but it's okay. So your job as Bedrock player, okay? It's kind of tough to do it, but if you master it, you're just a god, okay? So first capacity, silence on the bridge. You know I talked about it on the Wild Mace part. You gotta queue on the bridge, put like be a trouble for the enemies, okay? Second of all, you can say no to the enemies, okay? So you create a wall who bump back peoples far, and that's good. That can be immune by Guard Rune, as I do have here, and I will explain it in a few seconds. Night helmets, etc, etc. But that's really good to bump back people and to keep a position or be able to make your team kite and run away. So, the famous Guard Rune. This is a Night helmet who gives damage resistance. You can't be stunned on him, and you can go through bedrocks by example, or like wall shit, or like something who would bump you or reject you. Okay, that does not work on girlfriends, by the way. I'm sorry about that, boys. So when you see the enemies engaging on your team, you guard on your team, you demon it, and what you can do, two things. Either you stay here and you do good, and like you can silence here, they will engage here, that's good, okay? Either you can, wait, I'm gonna do that again with Assassinhood. We're gonna try it again in like 8 seconds. There's another thing, but like it's for confirmed players, okay? So you see them engage, okay? What you can do is like beam, beam, beam if you're fast, okay? And what you can do is step up, as I said, step up, step up, step up. And if you have your bedrock, you can double jump and put your bedrock directly here to bring people back inside of us to be able to engage them, okay? So that's quite good, but you need to be confirmed, and you need your shot caller to know that, okay? Don't do that if you don't know. It will be a pain in the ass for him, and like you really don't want to do that because you're gonna just fuck up the team. So I'll do it again. Offensive way, defensives, we put defensive, we step up, we step up, we step up. We're gonna engage on the bridge, barely on the bridge, boys, in 5. Here, I say 5, okay, like, let's say I'm the shot caller, I said 5 here. Like, people's here who wanted to go away are full bump back inside. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there will the repack here, and that will be enormous, boys. Enormous, okay? So, try to play defensives, because we, as a defensive tank, we don't ask you to play offensives, but if you're a good D-tank, your shot caller know that you can do that, you think it's a good idea to do that now, try to do it, okay? But if your shot caller don't know, if you're not good enough, don't do it, please. Okay? So, you're here to be defensives. You put Q on the bridges. You put W when your team is gonna either get engaged or are going to engage. I'm explaining it. Imagine there is a bedrock, the enemy bedrock. Let's say like the enemy bedrock is here. What you can do, the team want to engage, you put that here. Like that you can go through the bedrock without getting bumped. And then your team can engage, your team can wipe people, and that's good. The Guard Rune is, for me, the most important spell in this fucking game, because that can counter literally everything if you know how to play good. Imagine you want to go through a choke, like your team is like getting fucked a lot, you people going hard to pass, you got people inside of you, You know this is an organized group in front of you. What you're gonna do? Beam Gordon on that. Like that, you prevent the enemies to engage on the choke. Do only this type of Gordon if you got players with you who can Gordon 2 times. Because here you play your Gordon for prevention, but you need one for the actual engage, okay? After that, we got the EV Mace. The EV Mace is, I said no, D-Tank, okay? Okay, there's 2 boots you can use, either the Merc Shoes or the Face Kill Sandals. It will always be like the two things, actually. Okay, so, you gotta listen. This type of weapon is the no D-Tank. I said no D-Tank, sorry. Why? The enemy wants to engage. You try to nurture them to stop them. They use their Graveguard boots, or like, I don't know, Graveguard boots of Valor, like a Locust maybe or something like that. So they say, hey, I want to go through it, so I will go through whatever happened. And like you click on this thing, and you say no. You're gonna purge everything. Everything's possible to be purged, you purge them. Boots, buffs like Jacket of Tenacities, by example, you say no to people's. Okay, so that's really good. You got the web armor, you got the desk not the desk river one, it's the Judy one. Judy helmet. You got the stir charge, you got the Qs, so put as much silence as you can on the bridge. If you see them engage, imagine they're far, and imagine you know you're safe. What you can do? Dash in, up, stop him. Hold here, you can do like Judy helmet when you're here, and like that's beautiful, okay? The thing you can do, like a tricky thing, with the EV Mace. You can play offensive too, have an EV Mace, but as I said, you gotta be either a good D-Tanks who know when and where you can play offensive or play defensives, or you have to know and to be with other D-Tanks. So the tricky part is D-F-E-R, okay? Why? You put your stand, you dash in where you want to put it, you perch people on this thing, and you put the spider web to not be able to run away. Now that's really powerful. Up, up, up. I did shit, but that's good. And you can even snare charge if you want, or silence them again. So that is really powerful if you want to play in an engage. You see you guys need like any help or something like that, you need to purge them before you clap because they did engage, you're trying to go on sides, I don't know. This is a possibility, okay? And that's really that's really powerful. This D-Tank is the most racist thing you can play. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be toxic or anything. I'm going to show you, okay? It could be good to have a people here, but I'm going to do that without. You slow here by 50%, right? Healing received, damage resistance, yes. Okay, forget about it. Just think about the slowing. 50%, okay? Plus the armor, 35%. So you slow people's, if you combine these two, by 85%. But like, imagine you slow people like 85% and they're silenced. So you can't do shit. You can stop a whole Zerg just by existing. And that's just too powerful. Okay? Just, yes, you got big gold tones. Yes, you got things. I don't mind. If you're in the deep sheet, you just use your boots. I will let you know how to use the boots because it's kind of difficult to explain, but let's say, I don't know if it works on bunnies, but as much allies, no, not allies, enemies you go through with the boots, the faster you're gonna be. So you use your boots, and no, it doesn't work on bunnies, but the more enemy you go through, the faster you will get, and that's a way to stop a whole Zerg and to come back on your Zerg and be safe, you know. So what you're gonna do? They're trying to engage. You see them. You dash in, hood, You stay here, you don't give a shit, you can even auto-attack people's. It's not a big deal. Here you just stop people, you can ban them again. Bro, this shit is way too powerful. I'm gonna try to show you one day the power and how OP this is, okay? The problem is that you can stop a whole Zerg, but it's not the consistent D-Tank who can do like any job on the Zerg, on the faction warfare, okay? Because you can stop and engage, but like you got like big cooldowns. And on the EV mace, maybe you got like 20 seconds to stop the people, so it's good. On the one the great armor, you got like 12 seconds minimum, so that's pretty good. Here, this is like situational D-Tank who can carry there, okay? Okay guys, I am back. I did forget some things, so I'm just gonna go over, because I did miss some D-Tanks, actually. This is considered as support or D-Tanks, this is your choice. But I did forget camp tanks as well, and the first one will be Witchwork staff. Witchwork staff is huge. I just gonna gear myself real quick. It's like that in here. That will be the main build. You can use Grovekeeper boots if you're scared of getting stopped with the anti-shoes. Your job will be to, either you play the magic chuck, either you play the shield. I do think as you play demon armor, you should play the shield. What you can do with the mimic is mimic a bow, is mimic what it is, her staff to get the pierce, and like that you can go inside and try to eat. Look, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a little radius, but this is going quick, and that's really huge. So you can like engage, doing like a black hole, little circle, but devastator, bro. It's huge. I'm not even kidding. That is, it's closing quick. You can eat quick if you got good DPS on that. This is beautiful. Okay, so that's why you use Cyberplace. Bro, I'm doing shutout now. Hello, Cyberplay here, huh? But yeah, there is a lot of things you can do with it. You can mimic. If you don't want to play mimic, you can also play the cleanse. Meaning, if you want to be a boss, you can do that. Purge yourself. Look how quick you go. You go back, obviously. This is a weapon I love to use for calling. So you might see me like that. But you gotta have good DPS, okay? Good DPS you can hit on that, because if you don't hit on that and you're too slow, this is sadly not good enough. And like you should use something else, okay? I do think I missed something as well. Yes, I did miss the Icicle staff. Yes, Icicle staff is meant to be a D-Tank. I'm gonna show you real quick why. That's my build. That's the build I use. I talked to you about the staff of balance. I did deposit, maybe, no, easier. Who 50% plus 35%, meaning 85%, right? You can do the same with it. You can do like slow again, and they're the same slow as that. And you can stun just right after that. Slow with the Q. Be annoying. They focus you. You go back with the dash. You root them at the base. That's really huge. That's a good weapon as well to slow people's guide. Even like make a camp for your shotgunner to make him engaged on it. This is really huge. Like you can slow wherever you want. Like it's a pain in the ass. That's really what you want as a D-Tank. So if you have any question, be sure to let me know. I'm here to help you out. I hope this video was good for you. Leave a like, subscribe, etc, the thing. Bye boys, see you on the field.